Hey there, how are you? Um, I hope you're having a good day. And this is me, Dr. Debbie. It's been a while. Yeah, I've been very busy. Actually, I took some time off. I traveled to Dubai. I always talk to people about self-care, and I think the pressure of work and so many responsibilities that I needed to take some time off to chill off a little bit. So I traveled to Dubai, I went to Jordan, and I had some nice time. I met new friends and I reached out to people, and as usual, what I love to do, that is mental health, to reach out to people, to be an impact in the life of people. And that's why I'm here today, to tell you about the importance of taking care of your mental health. Mental health is really important. That's the mental health that we talk about. It's about our brain. We have our mind and our body, and the brain, that's our central nervous system, that's the headquarters that takes care of every other part of our body. And when things get overwhelmed, this organ too is affected, and we will not be in a good spot. And that's why I'm talking to you today, that you need to give attention to your mental health, especially the world we are living now. That a lot of things are happening, a lot of things are going on. So we need to be intentional about the care of our mental health so that we can enjoy life, so that we can be on the positive side of the continuum of the mental health. And I want to start with the teens and the young people. A lot of pressure, this world that we are in now, probably because of your academics, your career, your business. You don't need to go through this alone. You have resources that you can make use. Maybe if you're a student, there are a lot of resources. There are scientific websites that you can get resources to help you in your academic. And I think your professors, they are also available that you can reach out to. You don't need to bury your head and be suffering alone and getting overwhelmed. And the choice of career, you don't need to follow your friends because my friend is doing this course, I want to. No, you know your ability. Probably your friend is good in art and you are good in science. God has given everyone, gift. And I want to let you know, each individual is just, you have not discovered that talent that you have, that gift that you have, that trait that is in you. An individual has up to 400 traits. As a person, as an individual, you listening to me, you have up to 400 traits, that you have not tapped into. And just look inward, take time to study yourself, and you discover that trait you are good in. You are unique. There's no other person like you in this whole wide world, in this entire world. It is just you. No other person like you, even your parents that you came through them to this world. So you need to take time to know yourself, to discover yourself, what you are good in, and that is going to help you in the choice of maybe your career, in the choice of businesses, even in the choice of people in your circle, your friends. That will help you, that will add value to your life for you to be successful. And when you follow this advice, you see this counsel is just an advice, it's just a suggestion to make life easy for you, that there are a lot of resources you can use. And even though your resources, they are within you. You don't need to look afar. You don't need to copy anyone. Whatsoever you copy, there's original somewhere, but you have the origin of some traits that you can make use of and succeed in life. Just try to look inward and get to know yourself. And I'm telling you, your life is not going to be the same again. The God that has created you has put that gift in you for you to succeed in this life. And then for the children, you want to say children too, yeah, they have mental health. I'm a specialist. I see children. And I from mental illness, like according to a Center for Disease Control in the United States, or National Institute of Mental Health, children mental health, they have issues starting from age 3. They're able to diagnose them, different type of diagnosis that we have affecting the children. And I specialize in seeing children with mental health. I start to see children from the age of 5, and it will surprise you what these children are going through. Most of them probably due to genetic, but some is due to probably the decisions that are taken by adults that is impacting the life of these young ones negatively. And I want to tell you, just don't assume when your children, you are their caretaker, you brought them to this world. Make sure you are watching over them. Make sure you have an open policy that these children can approach you, that they can open up to you, that they're not going to ask for advice, for counsel in the wrong hand. A lot of children, maybe like in preschool, middle school, they are in situations that, their parents are not approachable, and they go online to seek for help, and they get into the hand of people that will introduce them to crime, that will introduce them to vices, that will introduce them to drugs, to substances. And before you know it, you see a 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old is already involved with drugs, is already, addicted, substance use. No. So you need to pay attention. Pay attention to these children. They are blessings to you, and you are responsible for their life until they reach maturity. And I hope you take note of this. And generally, to us in this life, the life we are living now, because of the globalization, the world we are in is becoming, the stress of life, economy, violence, exposure to violence to everyone, so much on the news, so much on the internet. But you don't need to take all this negative news into yourself that will overwhelm you and puts you out of shape. And when you want to talk about economy too, the cost of living, and that is why you need to be intentional about your life. Plan your life, organize your life. Don't leave things to chances. You need to be intentional and be organized and cut your coat according to your means. And just get organized, little by little, a drop of water that makes a mighty ocean. That's your ambition, that's your target, that your goal. You will get there just a little bit at a time, a piece here, a piece there. You put everything together, it will become a whole. But if you continue, to pressure or to you are like, in competition, that the life that we are in now, you are going to get overwhelmed, and it's going to mess up your mental health. And also the world we are living in now, everything, especially the social media, there are a lot of positive things there, but we have the negative aspects. You need to decide, which one that you think, will benefit your life, the one that will make positive impact in your life. Yeah, gone are the days when we were young, when we were growing up, self-expression, because we were just in our own little corner, in our own little society. There was no internet, so you are not exposed to what is happening even in the next city, in the next country. But in this world we are living now, you post anything online, the entire world is seeing it. And as I always say, a lot of fake life, a lot of a lot of competition, because you want to be like A, and that is not what you are cut out for. It puts you, like overwhelming and situation, and you do things that it is not yet time for you. Eventually you will get there, but you start, to run ahead of your purpose in life. You start to run ahead, of the plan of God for you in life. And it's just like you are driving a vehicle. If you go beyond the permitted speed limit, that can be crash. And that is what happened to many people, that their mental health crash. And so you need to take it easy. You have your own life to live. You do not need to copy anyone. You have your own life. You have your own purpose to fulfill in life. And stay on your lane, and you get there. You'll be successful. That's my wish for you. And that's why I'm taking time, to talk to you about your mental health, because I want you to be successful. I want you to have a positive mental health. And it pains me, because of the overwhelming effect of things, most of the things that I've mentioned in our world now that is putting people at a high level of negative mental health. And because there are not many as professionals, in mental health, it's at times difficult, to get access to mental health. But there are lots of other resources that you can make, and that's why I'm doing this. At times some patients, they need to wait months, before they can get access to book appointment with me, because it takes time. The brain is so delicate. It's not something we can rush over. It's not like physical illness, like maybe you have headache and then you come around, okay, or whatever physical illness, diabetes, high blood pressure, and then they are able to take care, and then you just come for follow-up. Mental health, because it's the brain, is the boss of all the organs in our body. We have to be very careful to approach it, to really, make the diagnosis case by case, situation specific to individual. Maybe, as I've said, it's genetic, it's from the family, it's hereditary, it's because of your work pressure, it's because of academic, it's because of influence of friends, and a lot of things that we need, to sort out. So it takes time, to see one person is not as fast as like the medical case. But before it gets to that, you have resources that you can use, and that's the way forward. That's what I'm bringing across to you today. You can make use of your family members, trustworthy people that you can share with, you can open up to, because your family, they are your mirror. No one in this planet Earth has ever seen his or her face by himself or herself. You need other people to be your mirror. And if you don't share with them, if you cover up, unfortunately, mental illness is not being picked up when it gets out of hand by the individual or the person that is suffering it. It is the people around you that we now get to know that, this is not the person we know. Something is going amiss. Something is not going well. When you start to misbehave, when your behavior derails. So, but before it gets to that, when you have some things that is going on in your life that is keeping you awake at night, that is making you sleepless, that is giving you anxiety, you are becoming depressed, open up to trusted individual. It may be maybe your spouse, it may be your parents, it may be your children, it may be your spiritual leaders, it may be your counselors in school. Open up to them, and then they will be your resources. That even interacting together, it's go a long way to help our mental health. It brings healing to our mental health. And also your friends and families, as I've said, if you have trusted friends, there are some friends that stick, even more than blood relations. You can share with them if they are trustworthy, and open up. And then lastly, make use of mental health professionals. We are here for you. We are here. We want you to be healthy, overall well-being, and more importantly, your mental health. And I look forward, to be hearing from you that you are doing well mentally, you are doing well physically. And that is when, you can be successful all around, when your mental health is in good shape. I thank you so much for your time, for listening, and it will be my joy that you put all these points into use. And until I come your way again, thank you and have a wonderful week. Blessings.